Don't have Pickaxe of Life Death? No problem. Don't have BiS Mining Auras? No problem. Don't have BiS Mining Gear? No problem. Welcome to my guide on the Gate of Elidinis. If you've seen the video where I cleared the entire skilling boss without any gear equipped and an empty inventory, then all you need to know is Gargoyle familiar, the scrolls, and a 2-battered primal pickaxe, and mining cape perk in the cape stand too. I will be focusing on breaking down the mechanics of the boss while trying to clear the boss within a reasonable time. The boss does damage based on your maximum health, so boosting your health will not be useful. Gear setup. I recommend Phoenix Necklace and Superior Leviathan Ring if you are still new to this boss. They aren't required, so don't worry if you don't have them. They will only make your learning experience a little bit easier. Otherwise, feel free to bring scaling XP boost items instead. Next, bring your BiS mining gear, be the magic golem outfit, the core hammer, and your best pickaxe. If you don't have them, it's okay. I also recommend a shield or the nexus to use shield abilities, and some way to reduce the cooldown of surge and dive, whether that be from mobile perk or Shadow's Grace relic. If you have the aura and the scrimshar, it's up to you if you want to use it or not. As previously mentioned, the Gargoyle familiar and the scrolls. For inventory, I recommend Excalibur for free healing, a few pieces of food if you are still learning, potion of acceleration, summoning potion or spiritual prayer potion just in case you run out of summoning points, and potion box for divination and mining. Last but not least, be on the prayer book for redemption and rapid renewal. If you're using rapid renewal, make sure you have the constitution cape perk. The boss fight. Before beginning the fight, I recommend you eat a piece of food that will put your health above your maximum HP. Then use a gargoyle scroll and then click on Icthlarin to start the encounter. Immediately start collecting the moonstone shards. I usually collect 25, but collect 35 or more if you are learning. You might have to click again since for some reason the first click might not register. Once you have the right amount, I would slurge/dive and immediately repair the barrier to at least 60% and then walk here. Let's stop right here, and I will take the time to explain what we're seeing here. The red bar here is the boss HP. If you let the red bar fall to the end, you instantly lose. The barrier here, as I already mentioned, is how strong the barrier currently is. The bar down here will tell you when the boss will use her next mechanic attack. I will explain the mechanic attack as we go through this. There's also the extra action button here, which we will save for a big attack. Continuing, the corrupted nodes has a random order on what falls first. Regardless, I like to start with the right large node first, because the one on the left is closer to the stairs, which will be important later on. I like to stand in these spots where I don't have to walk awkwardly around the corners. You will also be gaining corruption stacks, which increases the amount of damage you take. Being outside the barrier, there will be a 3x3 telegraph attack that will appear. That's why I stand here and just run to the other spot. What I like to do is to be greedy and try to get the bar decreased one more time before moving to the other spot I mentioned. Then repeat the process back and forth. If you do get hit by this, you will also heal the boss. Once you can mine the first one, and once you mine the first one, immediately use the gargoyle scroll again like I did here and repeat until it's depleted. If you've done this perfectly, you should have enough time to start transmuting the left node before the first mechanic attack. As previously mentioned, she will now say be gone. She will fire something at you which will deal 60% max HP damage if you're not behind the barrier. What I like to do is wait for the next 3x3 attack before I start moving to the top of the staircase, which is considered behind the barrier. Once I get hit with the 18% max HP damage, your barrier will drop 30% and you should immediately get back to repeating the same process. Of course, the option to face tank the Be Gone attack is there if you're comfortable with that. Her next mechanic attack will be Rot and Suffer. If you somehow didn't deplete this node by then, Watch out for a red ball falling into this node. If it does, you want to step out of it. I recommend you don't head south to avoid this attack because it can be unsafe there. If you get hit by this, you will also heal the boss and add corruption stacks to yourself. You can use dive to escape it, which from what I heard, it does reset the dive cooldown. If you noticed, her mechanic bar is now going up to 7. Halfway through it, she will spawn a feline, which will heal her. Click the feline to get rid of it, which will cause some moonstone fragments, which hopefully you have enough. To now when she spawns them, you can also hear her say, "Children, to me." If your corruption stacks are quite high, there's a chance you might have to deal with 2 felines instead of 1. In this part, what I like to do is wait until the mechanic bar reaches 6 before I click the action button. By clicking this action button, you will stop the mechanic bar from increasing and be prepared for the next part. Oh, fun fact, if you stand here, the pillar knocks you away, but it doesn't do any damage. But if you stand on top of this node in the beginning of the fight, it actually damages you. Okay, back to the fight. This is the most frustrating part of the fight because of camera angles and dead clicks. But you want to click the pillars like this and then strike the boss. There is a chance you might click the boss while going to the 3rd or 4th pillar, so be careful. After this, she will start charging a full HP attack. You have a few options depending on which one you're more comfortable. The first option is the safe option, is to surge and dive to the green circle over there and transmute this node. Once the attack lands, dive and surge back into this node. The second option is to continue this node and then barricade in a bit. The barrier will be shut down as well, but you can ignore that for now. Now repeat the process. If you were able to delay her attack at 6, she should start with summon felines and then be gone. But if you fail to delay it, her first mechanic will be rot and suffer. Once you notice the mechanic bar reaches 7, quickly repair the barrier and stand on top of the stairs and then get right back onto the node. Once you are at the part where you can mine it, I will click the action button again and finish mining the node and repeat the pillar process. And that should be the end of the kill. But if you somehow didn't finish her and she has less than 10k HP, head back to the green and mine this node and then click the boss to throw it at her. Each shard deals 2.5k damage. And that's the end of the kill. It's okay to make some mistakes. That's what the extra food is for. If this helped you, please subscribe. Now, here's a full kill without any pausing. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. If this helped you, please subscribe. Okay, thank you, and bye-bye.